Hi, in this video I'll be covering how to create a custom horizontal or x-axis label. If you're working with data in Excel, you know that labels on the x-axis can make or break the way your data is presented. Are you looking for a way to create custom horizontal or x-axis labels in Excel? Look no further. This video will show you how to do just that using a simple trick that anybody can learn. We'll walk you through the steps and show you how to make it work for your data. By the end of this video, you'll be an x-axis labeling pro. Let's check it out.
So here we have our chart and we've got our x-axis or horizontal axis labeling here. So instead of having just like January, February, March, we have all these other labels like up and down arrows and percentages, right? So I don't have it here because I have it hidden. And just to show you how it kind of works if we added more data or if we change the data. This is an automatic number generator, random between 10, 100, and 300. So if I press the F9 key a couple of times, you can see that it changes, right? And so we've got our target here. So where did these labels come from? I hidden them here. Select this, double click here to unhide that, and these are the labels that it comes from. So let's chart this from scratch. I'm just going to copy this, go into a new sheet, put it here, Control C to copy, and I'll just paste the values. I'll just paste the values here. And here we'll put actual, target, let's put the random between 100, 300, Control Enter to stay in that cell, double click the fill handle to copy that formula down, target, I'm just gonna make it equal 200. Just like an example, press Control Enter, double click the fill handle to drop it down. So if we need to create that label, use the horizontal axis as additional labels there, we need to put the information to the right of this because this is gonna come first. The January, February, March, April, whatever we selected first for our chart is going to be at the lower label there. So I'm going to select my range of data here. Use right click, not left click, but right click and move my data over here. Just move it over here. And here, this is where I'm going to add the extra information for my horizontal label axis. The first thing I'm going to put is the difference, right? So we want to get that percentage difference type. This will be equals the actual, in parentheses, actual divided by the target, close parentheses, -1 to get my percentage, right? And so I got negative 0.4% because my actual is 101, the target's 200, so it's below, right? Click the fill handle right here. Try to double click, it won't automatically drop down because it needs to be adjacent to something that has values within those cells. So what I'm gonna do is just drag the fill handle down and it's gonna copy the formula down here with it. Now the next thing I need to do is have my indicator, right? So I'm just gonna put indicator. This needs to be an if statement. It needs to bring up three type of indicators. The first would be if it's 0, if the actual and target do meet, so there's no indicator up or down arrow, and it's over 0%, up arrow, below 0%, down arrow. So I need to get my arrows here. We're going to go to Insert, go to Symbol, and we're going to look for arrows, right? So in the normal text, you can look for your different types of subsets. You can see here there's a bunch of things here, but at the bottom, you can probably find the arrow. I've recently used it, so I'm just going to put it in here. So I'll put the up arrow, click Insert, it shows up here. I might as well put the down arrow in the same cell and I'll copy and paste it later on. Click Insert and click Close. And I need to put this into a different cell, Control X to cut, go to this cell, Control V to paste, and I have my two arrows that I'm going to use in my formula. So in this formula, we're going to use if this value equals 0, then parentheses, dash, dash. So it's nothing, right? But another if statement, if this value is greater than 0, then we use the up arrow. If not, we'll just use the down arrow. So that's kind of fulfills all three scenarios. One thing I forgot to do is I need to make these absolute cell references. Press F4 so the $ is in front of the letter or and number. So when I copy it, it does not change those. It'll change it for the other ones because I'm going to copy it down. This D6 will become D7 and D8, etc. But I don't want these to change. So F4 again here, press Control Enter to stay in that cell. Double click the fill handle to bring it down. You can see that it's changed to D7, but those are still the same. All I need to do is select my range of data. I don't need to select the headings and go under Insert, and it's going to be a combination chart. So under my charts group, click on this, get my combo chart, and it's right there. Make this a little bit bigger and delete the grid lines here and delete the legend And I've got my figures here, but I forgot to do one thing, which is make these percentages. Right now they're decimals. What I can do is I can select that, it's because it's linked there. I can click on my percentage sign here, but I also can click Control Shift and then the number 5, which is a keyboard shortcut to make those into percentages. You can see if I hover over this, you'll see that their keyboard shortcut is there. And so it shows up on the chart. Now the rest of it is just kind of formatting the chart to make it look a little bit prettier. Control 1 will bring up the navigation. Maybe I don't want that orange. I'm going to click the paint, solid line, have it gray. I see this gray looks good and maybe not so thick. Maybe 1 point, press tab or enter, and it looks good. And I've got my chart. Just to change my title, we'll go actual versus target. And now I've kind of customized my horizontal axis and given it additional labels, right? So if I press the F9 key a couple times, you can see it changes. And I have my labels down here to indicate it, and the bars up here are a little bit more clean. We have our horizontal acting as a label for our additional data here. And one more thing, if we didn't want to see this, we just wanted to hide it, Control, right click and click hide, it's gone. But we can take care of that. All you need to do is click on the chart, go to chart design where it says select data, hidden empty cells, just check that box. And so whatever columns that we hid that are sourcing the chart, they will show up now.
After watching this video, you'll be an X-axis labeling pro. You'll be able to create a custom horizontal or X-axis label in Excel using a simple trick that anyone can learn. This skill will come in handy when you're working with data in Excel and want to ensure that your data is presented in the best way possible. To see more videos like this, click the banner at the end. Still here? How much room does it take to grow a fungus? As much room as possible.